Everybody, greetings. This is going to be a pick a card reading that I was led to do for you guys. Okay, so this is my first reading like this. So Spirit led me to this because I kept hearing the word glass ceiling, and when I share my testimony about my trip soon, I keep talking about it. If you're watching this during the time of me posting it, otherwise, if you guys are watching this later at a timeless date, you'll be able to come across this and see it. But Spirit was revealing to me my what was capping me, what was keeping me in this invincible glass ceiling, keeping me capped, keeping me limited. So that's really what this reading is about, is what is your personal glass ceiling? What is it that is personally capping you and limiting you from reaching higher heights and greater heights within your life? Okay, so that's what this is about. So there's three options to choose from, and I'll be using these are the Loteria cards. And so I'll be using these as a reference, and then I'm going to use the tarot also as a reference too. Okay. So for option one, your choice is going to be the global warming card. Option number two, your choice is going to be the web design card. Option number three, your option is going to be the nail art design option. So I'll give you guys a moment to choose. What is it that is your glass ceiling? What is blocking you? What is capping you? Option one, global warming. Option two, web design. And option three, not the nail art. My stomach is growling. Okay, let's start the reading. All right, pile one. Let's start with you. You were drawn to the L Global Warming card. This is your reading. So we're going to see what is your invincible glass ceiling that is keeping you capped and limited from reaching your highest and greatest heights? And how do you break free from that? So the global warming card. What I get from this is that you could be an environmentalist. You're someone that does care about the planet. You are possibly someone that is what we call extroverted. You could be someone that is very passionate about nature and the earth and the planet, or you're just naturally a I feel like you're someone that is destined for greatness. I'm getting a lot of messages from this. You guys could be in I heard entrepreneur, but then I also heard philanthropy. Oh my God, I can't even talk. Philanthropy might be in your calling or your purpose. For some of you guys, you're just a very passionate person, okay, about life in general, your purpose. I also feel like you're someone that does stand out. You are a very dynamic energy or person. You have a very strong personality, a strong presence and energy and aura about you. Your life path number might be a 9. Some of you guys, I feel that you guys are hermits yourself. You guys spend a lot of time in solitude by yourself. You like to research, you like to study. Some of you guys, again, your purpose and fate and destiny, you are meant to shine. You are meant to be recognized for your passions. And I feel like it's for a global purpose. You are someone that has the best interests for the world. All right, so let's see. What is your glass ceiling that needs breaking, that you need to break through in order to reach greater and higher heights that you're called to? Okay. What is it that's capping you or limiting you? What is this invincible glass ceiling that you need to break through? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for your divine wisdom. Thank you for your divine guidance. King of Wands and Three of Cups. You're someone that is called to be a leader. You're someone that is called to be in a high position, and I feel like you simply just don't want it. Especially if you're someone that is a hermit. You like your personal space. You like to be alone. You like, your own solitude. You're not someone that necessarily desires to stand out, but you do. That's just who you are. You could be a fire sign. You could be a Leo, actually, whether you're male or female. But the Three of Cups tells me that you're someone that a lot of people gravitate towards. You might be like a natural extrovert. Like you can be very charismatic and outgoing and people just gravitate to you, but you kind of prefer your solitude. That's what I keep getting. Like, you are meant to be out there and shine, but you're like, no, I choose the introverted life. And there's nothing wrong with balancing both. But I feel like your glass ceiling is that you want to hide. You don't want to shine as bright as you do. And I'm sorry to tell you, boo, you are meant to shine. You are meant to, because there's a high calling for you. Yeah, there's a high calling for you. So your glass ceiling is your fear of shining, your fear of being seen, being noticed, maybe a fear of being in leadership when that's your natural ability, that's your natural calling. Holy Spirit, what is pile number one's glass ceiling? What is pile number one's glass ceiling that they need to break through? Connected. Okay. You guys might resonate with Archangel Michael. So part of your glass ceiling, you're divinely protected. Some of you guys might fear, like, okay, well, what if I'm too big? What if I do become popular? What if I do become someone that everybody has their eyes on? Because I feel like your protection, your solitude means everything to you. Called to go higher and to be greater than where you are. You're not meant to hide in the background. You are covered by the wings of the divine and your spiritual team. Archangel Michael may be the angel that stands with you or that you resonate with. So how do you break through this glass ceiling? What do you need to do to break through this glass ceiling? This invincible ceiling that keeps you capped and limited from reaching your greater heights. What is your glass? Okay, number 5, humanity, friendship, hard work, little visions. So you, I feel like, have a small town mind, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like if you know you've been called to greater, it's not for you to limit and hide. I don't know why I thought this was a person's head, but it's actually a doorway. So it's like you're hiding away from that doorway, that you're comfortable with your current environment. You guys might be from a small town. You guys might know everybody in your city, but it's like you want to keep it small. Your visions may be too small, and Spirit is like, no, we have something greater and higher for you. You might be someone that's meant to be a spiritual teacher, spiritual leader, that Spirit has called you to the forefront in some way, and you're hiding. So in order to break through, the Spirit is saying you got to tap into higher and greater visions for yourself. There is work to be done. Maybe, you kind of shy away from too much social life or friendships. Maybe keep your circle very small, and that's okay. You might have some trust issues. It might be some things centered around the heart chakra and the solar plexus that need some healing. Okay. So I'm going to pull from the Moonology. This is further advice. But I would suggest in your downtime, in your personal time with Spirit and your spiritual team, to really go into what your glass ceiling is and ask Spirit to help you work through that. Show me, what do I need to heal? How am I limiting myself? How am I blocking myself? And what are the steps that I need to take to break through this, break free from my glass ceiling? because nothing is holding you back except for self and that fear of being put out in the forefront, and maybe the fear of being put in a position where you feel like you're not safe, where you don't feel protected. And that could also be a root chakra situation that needs some focus and healing too. Pile number one, what is their guidance? What is their advice? Pile number one's guidance and advice. Yeah, a new start is coming. So Spirit is saying like you have a new beginning that's coming, and there's psychically and spiritually, I feel like Spirit's been trying to give you some heads up. A heads up. Hello. A heads up with some insight. All this purple, all this psychic energy. You are very psychic and very intuitive. I bet that you already know that you're destined for more, and you're blocking your vision. Spirit is trying to give you provisions and insights into your steps, the steps that are ordered for you, and how to walk through those steps. But there's a part of you that is blocking it, and it's because that glass ceiling is preventing you. I can't wait to share my testimony with y'all. Like, I almost forgot about that part. I might have to write it down because I don't want to forget about it. Hold on. Because if you think about a glass ceiling, it's an illusion. It's glass. It looks like you can see above, but you really can't. It's like something that keeps you from going higher, right? It's like, I don't know if you guys ever seen how birds bump into, hey Sam, hey Cian, Julia. When birds bump into a window, it's like they think they can go through it, but they hit themselves. It's like that, where we want to go higher, but there's something that stops it. Like we bump our heads trying to go higher. So let's say metaphorically, you're trying to tap into your vision of what's ahead for you. You're trying to reach the higher levels, but then you have something that's stopping it. And that's the fear, that's the block. Or it could be something outside of you that doesn't want you to see your greater heights, because fear does not come from the divine, does not come from the most high. It's a trick to keep you capped and limited. Sometimes our own lower self or our shadow self is like, no, we can't touch that. We can't go into that because it's unsafe. And I feel like that's what you have here, is that there's a part of yourself that wants to stay hidden, and that's your shadow self. Because if you were to reveal your shadow, you're gonna have to dive deep into that darkness, and that's not always fun. So there's something a little bit deeper here, and I feel like the only reason why I can't touch it is because you guys are all unique, and your own thing, whatever it is that you're meant to tap into, is uniquely yours. So I can't, tap into it personally, but yeah. It's like your head is being bumped. Your crown chakra keeps bumping the ceiling because it's like, okay, I'm trying to reach greater heights. I'm trying to see the vision. My crown chakra is trying to download it, but I can't. I keep getting blocked. That's what I'm getting from this. But there's a new start. There's a new energy coming in, and that's why Spirit is wanting you to break three. Break three. I don't know what that has. I don't know what that was, but break free. It might be three things that you got to break through. Yes, okay. Three things that you guys got to break through. And whatever those things are, when you address it and you overcome it, you're going to be able to see what Spirit's talking about for you. Because I feel like you have an inkling, you have a subtle knowing, but the downloads that Spirit has been, the vision that Spirit is trying to show you, the provision, you can't see it because that ceiling is capping the crown chakra from reaching it, if that makes sense. All right. Much love to you. Pile number one, that was your reading. Now I'm going to move on to pile number two. Greetings, pile number two. This is your reading. So if you guys were drawn to the web design card, which is, it's a spider, you guys could be really good with design. Maybe specifically, you're welcome, specifically web design or graphic designs, art of some sort. You're very good at putting things together. Some of you guys might be October babies. Maybe you guys were born on October 23rd, for someone that might be specific. I feel for some of you, you guys are also good at sewing. You're very good at fashion. For some of you, you guys know how to put things together. You could be just good at home decor, something like that, interior designing. Maybe that's a calling of yours or something that you feel led to go into. So let's tap into your reading though. I'm getting October babies. So the reading is about what is your glass ceiling? What is it that's limiting you from reaching greater heights? What is that invincible ceiling over you that you have to break through? Let's see. Pile number 2. What is their glass ceiling? Holy Spirit. What is pile number 2's glass ceiling that they need to break through? That's blocking them, that's capping them from their greater heights. The Magician and the Queen of Bitcoins, which is the Queen of Pentacles in this deck. Okay. All right. I feel like you allow people to dictate your life in some way. That's for some, not everyone. I feel inclined to clarify this. Okay. Justice and the Temperance. It's people that don't serve you. Yeah, the devil. There's people in your life. Don't we just like his draws? Like the devil, look at him with his fruity booty draws. Anyway, some of you guys might have people around you that tell you like what type of life you're supposed to have, and or suggests or tell you what's what, or they might suggest things, and because you trust these people, it limits you. You could be an earth sign, Taurus, Libra, maybe a Libra. Shoot, I don't know why I said that. Well, they both have the same ruling planet, Venus, but Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, male or female. You might have some people around you that you know, they have their 2 cents, and they tell you what's what. It's like they feel like this is the type of person that I feel like they kind of regurgitate things. Like they'll say things like, oh, well, you know, in our family, we only have this, or in our family, we can only do that. Like, this is someone that repeats the history of things. They don't break, they're not the forerunner. They don't break free from the constructs of their society or their cultural standards. It's like, so they'll cap someone. And I feel that for some of you, you guys have to make a decision and weigh some, like really make some clear-cut decisions and choices, and weigh some pros and cons of, you know, who you allow to speak into you, or who you allow in your life and in your space. Because I feel that Spirit is saying that the devil card can represent people. Yes, this is pile number 2. The devil can represent people in your life that do not have your best intentions, or people that are already in lower vibrational energies themselves. So what can they do for you? You know what I mean? How can they help you? How can they inspire you when they can't even inspire themselves? I feel like you're very talented, and these people see that. They know that you're very talented. They know that you're very gifted. Again, I heard dapper. So you could be a well-dresser, like, especially if you got some Venus in your chart, you could be a well-dresser. You dress very nice, or you're good at tailoring clothes and outfits and styling, or Queen of Pentacles is quite stylish. You guys might like nice things. I feel Venus placements, Taurus and Libra energy. No matter where it is in your chart, it could be in your 9th house. But I feel like your glass ceiling is the opinions of other people, to be honest. And the people that you have in your space, they're not always for your highest and best good. And I feel like that's a lesson maybe as well that you're learning. What is the message for pile 2 in their glass ceiling that they need to break through? Instinct. Yeah, you got to trust your intuition. And you see that snake. Snakes don't always symbolize deception and evilness, seduction. Sometimes it's power and healing, transformation, never-ending, infinite possibility. But in this instance, I do feel like there's someone trying to cap your light and keep you restricted and stuck on a low level with them. These are the people that I feel like are very deceptive, sneaky, and slimy, or they're just lower vibrational people, and they could rub off on you. You see how this lotus, it has all this light coming from it? Like, these people, they're the block from you reaching that higher mind, that higher level, that limitlessness, so that you can't see your potential. And I feel like some of these people, they are magicians themselves. They know how to paint an illusion, and convince you, like, yeah, I know, yeah, this is how life just goes. That's not true. And I feel like you're also breaking through maybe the generational karma, the generational trauma, the generational curses that were placed over your family, over word curses. Someone saying, oh, you would never amount to this, or everyone in your family, you know, or your family has this, and that in it, or all the women in your family are always going to be this, or the men in your family, they're always going to be drug addicts and blah, blah. Like these things, breaking past these limitations. Whatever was spoken over your life or spoken over your family, this is you breaking free out of that so that you can reach that higher level, because a lot of you guys are meant to be very wealthy. You have a lot of generational wealth to obtain, and there's something over your bloodline too that I'm getting that I feel like you're clearing out. Sometimes spiders and spider webs can represent some type of witchcraft too. So you guys are, I feel like, breaking free from, just not for yourself, but for your family, your bloodline, really. Okay, how do they break free from this, Holy Spirit? Secret seances, spirit world messages, assistance, and memory, seances. Yeah, there might be some energies around that, some monitoring spirits. You have spiritual guides, and I feel like you have angels that are always around you, and they're always giving you messages, but it's a battle between these shadow figures too that try to, like, you know, work through other people to I'm getting a lot of messages with this group. Oh my goodness, like, let me slow down. Okay, let me catch my breath, spirit, because this is too much. You're clearing out your ancestors' traumas, because there's memories, there's traumatic experiences that run through the veins and the blood of your family members, and it's like those traumatic experiences, I feel like you're purging and clearing those out. Now what I was getting is that, and it almost left me, spirit, bring it back. What was it? There's like, it left me. If somebody can, like, remember where I was getting at, because it was too much trying to come in at once. These contractual agreements, maybe that your family members had, I feel like these other beings, they don't have your best intentions, and they might work through people around you. If they're lower vibrational people, they're receptive to these people or these spirits working through them and talking through them and giving you false hopes and false guidances. And what I mean by that is telling you certain things to keep you limited. Oh, thank you, spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Trying to tie their fate and destiny with yours. So they can see your future, and they try to tie themselves to your future, or try to tie you to theirs. So they'll say things like, oh yeah, you know, you're meant to be a accountant, and you're meant to work in the White House, or meant to do this, and I'm going to be the one that helps you with that because I know so and so. And it's something about it, like they're trying to tie their akashics with yours or something. I don't know how to explain it, but like they're trying to tie their fate with yours, your calling, your destiny, your purpose. They're trying to tie themselves to it because they see it for you, but they're mixing they're speaking truth, like they're speaking on your greatness, but they're trying to insert their own will into it. Does that make sense? So that's why it's important, why spirit is saying that you got to make a real decision about who you allow in your space. Yeah, you gotta, like, watch who you allow into your life, who you allow to speak into it, because these are destiny stealers. Whether they're trying to tie into your destiny or not, they're still trying to steal some. Like, it's, I don't know how to explain it, but this is how spirit's giving it to me. And some of these people, they're these spirits working through them that has always tried to attack your purpose or your bloodline for a very, very long time. And if they're lower vibrational people, they're receptive to it, and they're going to speak all type of sweet nothings into you, but you got to be able to discern what's what. Have faith in your dreams. So no matter what, especially for those that resonate with the part of the reading where I said you might have people in your life that always say, oh, well, because, our family, we ain't never went to college. I don't know you going, like, stupid stuff. Like, shut your dumb, like, sit your ass down somewhere. Like, no, like, go somewhere. Oh, nobody in our family ever gets married because, like, I don't want to hear that. So what? Like, I could be 45 and I'm still going to believe that, whatever's for me is going to happen. It's like you have to get in that type of space, because I feel I'm hearing fate stillers, dream killers, fate stillers, purpose stillers. You just got to be careful. So have faith in your dreams. And Spirit is at the bottom of the deck. It says it's time for healing. And Spirit's going to give you the vision and the insight into what those dreams are through your dreams and show you what needs to be healed intuitively. Yep, word curses. We got to break through those. That's the glass ceiling, okay? Pile number 2, that is your glass ceiling that you are to break through to reach your greater heights. So much love to you, pile number 2. I'm going to move on to pile number 3 now. I appreciate you guys for watching. Be blessed, be safe. All right. Some of you guys might resonate with all 3 piles, actually. But you have the nail art for those of you that were drawn to pile number 3. So like me, y'all probably like y'all nails, like keep y'all nails cute. Or you guys, whether you do the acrylic or you do the natural manicures, you guys might also be nail stylists as well. Or you guys are just very much into fashion, or you guys have very nice hands, or your hands are very healing. You guys might be in massage therapy, masseuse, Reiki healers. Something with your hands is healing. You have healing hands. Your hands might be very dainty, or they could be very strong hands, but they're very powerful nonetheless. So let's get into your reading. Number 25. Some of you guys could be 25 years old. I heard some of you guys have a lot of life experience, even though you might be young. Life path number 11s, 2s, 7s, 8s, 9s, 3s. Thank you, Spirit. What is the glass ceiling that is keeping pile number 3 capped and limited from reaching their highest and greatest potentials? What is that glass ceiling, that invincible block, Holy Spirit? What is that they have to break through? Whoa. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you chose this pile. I don't know why. Look at all these cards that want to come out for you. And it could be multiple messages that want to come out. So the Magician came out. The 5 of Wands. The King of Cups. Temperance. The 7 of Cups. The Ace of Swords. There's some mental illusions. You guys are a lover, not a fighter. For majority of you, you don't like fighting. You don't like conflict. You don't like drama. And be careful of partaking in gossip or other people's mess. Like, don't get pulled into other people's drama or their gossip. You don't want that rubbing off on your energy. You guys are very empathic. You guys have a high level of intuitive abilities where you sense and feel everything. A high empathic energy. You sense too much. So wash your hands after handling or dealing with certain things or people, especially if you're working on people, whether you're in the beauty industry or not. When you touch someone's hands, you touch their face, you touch their body, when you're doing Reiki healing or you're doing someone's nails or you're doing somebody's makeup or someone's hair, always wash your hands after. Wash your hands after the fact. You don't want to take on somebody else's energy. And my aunt was telling me this too. She said when she used to work, she works in the deliverance. When she was in church, that was her thing. She worked in the field of deliverance, which is healing people of demons and stuff, exorcisms basically. that every time when she was done with doing the work or handling people, she has to wash her hands and ask God to, hello, ask God to purify and cleanse her energies of anything she might have picked up during her spiritual work. So, same thing with you, whether or not you say what you're doing is spiritual, anytime you're exchanging energies with people, touching people, hugging, make sure that you purify your energy, because some of it you might be taking it on. Now, when it comes to gossip, taking that on, when you get off the phone with certain people, be like, anything that try to latch on to me, any exchange, I just purify myself. I cleanse myself of it. For some of you, the glass ceiling, some of you guys might have trust issues where you might fear or think that people are working against you all the time. And for some of you, you guys do have people that are competitive. Your biggest thing is discernment. With the 7 of Cups and the Ace of Swords, it's like discerning what is false reality versus what is true reality, what is truth, what is divine truth. You really have to discern through that. And I feel like you guys have a thing where you overanalyze and try to over discern something or someone. So your thing might be to heal in the areas of trust. Okay? Heal and purify any mistrust, so it's easy to filter through the wounds, right? You do have a past maybe where people, where you thought that they had your best interest, they end up being enemies with the 5 of Wands. But your biggest thing is that you take on other people's energies, because I really feel like you're emotionally sound. You're a really sound person. You're a person that is very grounded and very at peace, and you know how to filter through what's your energy and what's not. And sometimes when you're not clearing your energy, you are receptible to take on a lot, and therefore your emotions are all over the place, because you're the King of Cups, right? Whether you're male or female, you're the highest level of the emotions. You've mastered your emotions. So when you get into a place of too much energy, all these conflicting energies, it gets into the 7 of Cups, and then it's like, okay, well, what's my feelings, what's my emotions? And you just feel all out of order, in disarray, and that's how you know something is not right. So let's see. Twitter, some of you guys might spend too much time on Twitter. Any feed, news feed, I'm hearing news feed or social media, solar plexus. It's confidence, trusting yourself. I'm getting like too much time on that. You absorb stuff. And I know, shoot, this might be my pile shit. Like, you have to be very careful, because your energy, you feel everything deeply. Whether you're a water sign or you have a lot of water in your chart, you absorb energy very easily, because if you think about water absorbs, right? It's affected by what we say to it. So if you get a bowl of water and you speak life over it, the water is pure, it's clear. When you speak death over it, it starts to get very murky and dirty and almost gray and sticky looking almost. So whatever you're putting into yourself or speaking over yourself or allowing other people, you're absorbing all of that. Definitely, if you are a water dominated person, it's so easy for you to pick up energies. So Spirit is saying, like, protect that. Protect yourself. Like, make it a habit to do so that you're not conflicted. Otherwise, I feel for a majority of you, like I said, you're a very sound person. Like, you're not the type that I feel like is easily influenced when you're sound within yourself. You know what you're feeling, you know what's coming to you, you can intuitively pick up things. But then when you kind of allow these other energies into your space, it's like open season, open game, then it throws you off balance. Because you can sense when something is indifferent with you, with your energy, with your spirit. You can tell. So how do you break through this glass ceiling? What does pile number 3 need to do, Holy Spirit? Drawing down the moon. So divine feminine energy says source, channel, and stillness. So I would say there's a lot of moon energy, a lot of feminine, a lot of watery energy, subconscious energy. Anytime that you see the hands, it's something with your hands. Use your hands as a divine energy, a portal, and maybe draw that energy from the moon to cleanse and purify yourself. I would say maybe particularly around a full moon, but anytime at night, use that energy to, and on Mondays and Sundays, I feel like are the best time to do like purifying and cleansing work. Moon energy is on Mondays, but I'm getting Sunday as well. It's like a balance. Moon and the masculine and feminine energy. Sunday and Monday is feminine or masculine and feminine balance. But your hands, pay very close attention to your hands. Some of you, that might be your portal of where you let things in. So whether you're using a phone or not, again, you're swiping, you're putting your hands on things. The technology is just it's source energy, it's electric. So you can still take energies in, not just from the portal of your eyes looking at things, or from your ear portals and chakras listening to things, but your hands, because you're constantly touching your phone. Purify your phone, your laptops, your tablets, anything that you have in your hand constantly, and what you're watching, what you're listening to. Purify and cleanse that, and wash your hands. Wash your hands, cleanse it. When you're done working on people hair, like I said, hair, face, whatever, if that's your job, that's what you do, always cleanse your hands. But I'm pretty sure if you work in the profession of Reiki healing, you know that you have to protect your hands. I'm sure you know that already. All right, what else? Yeah, I feel like you guys are busy people. You guys have a lot of skills and sets, talents, or you guys are constantly always on the move or constantly dabbling in different energies. You guys could be into spiritual work. Cleansing your hands is very important. Like sometimes we miss that. We pay attention to, oh, we know we got to protect our crown chakras. We got to do that, blah, blah, blah. Cleanse our spaces. But your hands are portals, your feet, your ears, the back of your neck, your stomach, your wound. Your loved ones are safe. New moon and Cancer. Yeah, some of you guys are Cancers. Or you have a lot of, like I said, a lot of water. So if you guys fear the safety and protection of you, yourself, and your loved ones, Spirit wants you to know that you are protected, most definitely. So there's something with mistrust. And the shadow side of Cancers is that they don't really open up. They don't trust easily. They're very protective of their energy, which is, it comes from a place of fear sometimes. It's not a balanced place. So some of you guys might have that energy where it's like, okay, well, I don't really trust this person. I don't trust them, or I don't know. You are protected. Spirit just wants you to do your diligence and make sure that you're doing your spiritual hygiene and cleanse yourself as much as you need to. Or every time that you why can't I talk? Every time that you're doing some type of handling others, or when you're talking on the phone with others, texting others, make sure that you're not absorbing any of that. Okay. So the new moon might be a good time to like take some of that energy to cleanse your hands. You see how the crab is looking up at the moon? I would say maybe the new moon specifically, but I also felt the full moon too. So I appreciate you guys. That's the reading. I was led to do this topic. So yeah. I really do hope that this was helpful to whoever it was meant to help. And that it leads you to the place of healing and that breakthrough that you're meant to have and that spirit is leading you to. And yeah, much love as always. Y'all be blessed, be safe. Timestamps will be up soon if you guys are watching during the live. Otherwise, take care, be blessed. Peace.